Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more WWE 2k22 MyGM Mode. And we are ready for our big episode here as we are only a couple of weeks away from Wrestlemania, which means we're going to ramp it up, big stadiums, spending all our money, trying our absolute best to crawl our way back to the top in the ratings. We're going to have Asuka and Bayley for the Women's Championship, Kofi and Edge in the mid-card, and our main event will be a TLC match as well, where we're going to have Seth Rollins taking on Drew McIntyre. Good opportunity to try and just boost our popularity for our various superstars as we put the focus towards Wrestlemania. So the Women's Championship on the line in our opening contest here, and we need to try and spice things up. Obviously with the women's division at the moment, we've got Bayley and Bianca Belair. They're in a really strong rivalry, but it won't end. We can't end that rivalry anytime soon, so that's a bit of a problem for us. You know, we have to make that decision. You know, do we continue with Bayley and Bianca as our Wrestlemania match? What do we do with Asuka? She's the women's champion right now. Well, what we're going to do here is we're going to see what happens. We're going to have Bayley and Asuka one-on-one for the women's championship. If Bayley wins, then that championship can be put into the Belair and Bayley rivalry. If not, then we'll have to shift gears, go with Asuka versus maybe Bayley, maybe Bianca. We'll have to kind of go in a different direction and maybe take the loss, maybe take the L at the pay-per-view. But to be fair, let's be real, I'm sure something's going to happen. I'm sure there's going to be one match on WrestleMania that we're not allowed to have. More than likely, it'll probably be Rey Mysterio and Brock Lesnar again or something like that. But it could be Asuka. She might be banned from competing at that pay-per-view. We'll see. But we are building towards WrestleMania, where we will have the finale of the series. Now, of course, we're still in our old save, so we only have limited matches, no women's or men's tag team championships just yet in our series. I think we probably will do another one where we get those features. I think it'd be a nice little different change, a few different elements added in. I think could be really good additions for our series. So I think we might go ahead and probably do another one with those different changes, maybe even a short and sharp one, just a few months, just to see what it's all about and see how it all works. But so far, I guess, to give my overall thoughts on GM mode, the series, the series was good. I did enjoy it, but obviously just too many limitations. We did a video a few months ago now when the game first came out, what I would do to improve GM mode, and my thoughts still stand by that. Whilst they've added the tag team championships, it would have been great to have the mid-card championship. Just it would have been great to be able to edit our rivalries and end them when we want to, start them when we want to. I think that could have just been all the difference that it needed to be. If we just had a bit more flexibility and a bit more customization options around our roster and what we're doing, I think it could have really improved the overall mode. But I will say, for the most part, I'm really grateful to see GM mode back, and I know in future editions of the game it's going to get better and better. So it's a good start, and we're happy to try and do what we can to get to the end as a winner. And we need a strong match here between Bayley and Asuka to try and do that. Good start there by Bayley with a German suplex. But let me know in the comment section down below, for those who have played GM mode, you played a full season of it, what were your thoughts? What would you change? What would you add? What did you like? What didn't you like? So let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to see your feedback. As Asuka right now into the arm, trying to wrench it back, unable to do so just yet, as Bayley slips out of it. So important match for both women, because this pretty much sets up who's going to be the champion heading into WrestleMania. Is it going to be Asuka? Is it going to be Bayley? And as we said, it's going to benefit either way. Asuka's been a strong champion. If she wins, great. Then we can have her at WrestleMania. She's got some good popularity. Bayley's popularity, of course, probably one of the highest on the roster at the moment. She's doing really, really well. And if she can have that championship, then obviously her rivalry with Bianca Belair really gets elevated as well. So it's an important match for both women, and it certainly could be a really important match to determine our WrestleMania plans. Because obviously at the moment, we've got The Rock. He's coming back for WrestleMania. That's huge. Edge is there. Lashley, Reigns. We've got that rivalry. Lesnar and Mysterio, unfortunately, we still have to do that. I would have liked to have ended that by now, ages ago, trust me. But it's still a level 4 rivalry, even though it's stale, so we still have to kind of go with that match. So, as I've learnt, you kind of need one or two backup storylines just in case something goes wrong, and I think we're pretty well planned for that. We just need to try and make sure our rivalries do get to that level 4 stage heading into the big event. There's a collar and elbow tie by Bayley. She's going to pick her up on the shoulder here, trying to maybe drive her down into the knee. Shoulder into the knee there by Bayley. Nicely executed there by the challenger. Bayley has obviously scratched and clawed throughout the entire series. She's had various opportunities for the championship, never been able to capture it, despite the fact she's come so close. You know, it's been a really difficult time for her. You know, we saw with, for example, Rey Mysterio, who just lost the championship to Lesnar, that Mysterio, you know, he held on to that title the entire series nearly. It was a Herculean effort. And Bayley's kind of the opposite. She's had so many opportunities, a bit like Drew McIntyre, I guess. Both had so many chances, but just couldn't quite secure the big win when they needed it. Bayley gets one last chance here. Now, Becky Lynch, she had the championship for quite some time too, until Asuka took it away from her. Another senton off the top, avalanche senton. Both of them very effective. So, you know, Bayley could turn it all around here with a big win, and she could go out of WrestleMania potentially as champion. But of course, she'd have to defend her title against Bianca Belair, which won't be easy either. So that's going to be what Bayley could potentially be doing, but she's got to capture it here against Asuka. At the moment, she's in control. Dragon Screw takedown there as Asuka struggling just a little bit. Bayley, here we go. Bayley in control now. Drives Asuka head first down. Could be a new champion right here. Got it. Bayley knocks off Asuka and will win the SmackDown Women's Championship. Asuka just couldn't hang on just before WrestleMania. That is heartbreaking for Asuka. But I guess, you know, Bayley, one of the most popular women on our roster. Now you give her the championship. You give her the big match of Belair at WrestleMania. And all of a sudden, things get a little bit more interesting for us. The SmackDown Women's Champion is now Bayley. 3-star match. That's just okay. Yeah, obviously we couldn't have a stipulation involved because both Asuka and Bayley had really low stamina. So there's some serious injury concern. Roman Reigns and Lashley promo, trying to build their rivalry. Edge and Kofi Kingston trying to give Edge a win. And he does secure a win over Kingston. 1.5 star. Yikes. You can see Belair and Bayley trying to continue their rivalry. They are now at level 3. That's good. Really good. And we've got The Rock doing a run-in here on Seth Rollins against Drew McIntyre. McIntyre secures the win. 3.5 star match. That's pretty good. Okay, Raw, what do they got for this week? It's a 3-star opener, 2.5 star mid-card, and 4-star main event. So that main event just edges out ours. So unfortunately, it probably will be another ratings loss for us. We couldn't really go all out because we just didn't have enough stamina with that opener. And, you know, we did try our best with Rollins and McIntyre, but they haven't had a long enough time to really boost that rivalry just yet. We did gain 62,000 fans. That's not a bad result by any means. $222,000 as well. Lots of money in the bank at the moment, which is great. And the fans are there. Raw, what do they get? 21,000. So that's a 40,000 viewership gain for us. Thank goodness. We badly needed that, and we closed the gap. It's still about 80,000, but we close it ever so slightly. 2 weeks to go until WrestleMania. Asuka, my contract's up. You got to renew it. 16,000. I mean, that's nothing. Yeah, we could do that. So we can bring her back. Seems reasonable. What's Kofi? He wants a match against Sheamus. Yeah, I think we've already done that, Kofi. So yeah, we're good. He's not happy about that. Well, I don't really care. Edge is psyched for the pay-per-view. Well, he will be a big part of it, ladies and gentlemen. WrestleMania coming up very, very soon. 2 weeks to go. We need to really ramp it up. Bayley has 85 popularity now. That's massive. Lesnar 72. Rock 69. Edge 69. Rollins 68. Reigns 64. That's okay. Lashley 52 is pretty low. He needs to boost up. We're going to do something big heading into this big event. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. See you next time.